Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. I was in the land of cotton, old times they are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. In Dixieland where I was born in early on one frosty morning. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. I wish I was in Dixie, hooray, hooray. In Dixieland I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie. Away, away, away down south in Dixie. Away, away, away down south in Dixie.
As I remember, Adam, it was upon this fashion bequeathed me by will, but a poor inheritance. And, as thou sayest, charged my brother on his blessing to breed me well. And there my sadness begins. He keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more properly, stays me here at home unkept. His horses are bred better. I will no longer endure it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing. I am not taught to make anything.
Marry, sir, be better employed, and be not a while.
Shall I keep your hogs and eat husks with them?
Know you where you are, sir?
Oh, sir. Very well.
Know you before whom, sir?
I. Better than him I am before knows me. The courtesy of nations allows you my better, and that you are the firstborn. But the same tradition takes not away my blood, where there are 20 brothers betwixt us. I have as much of my father in me as you.
What, boy?
Come, elder brother. You are much too young in this.
Wilt thou lay hands on me, villain?
I am no villain. I am the youngest son of Lieutenant Colonel Roland Dubois. Wert thou not my brother, I would not take this hand from thy throat till this other had pulled out thy tongue for saying so.
Sweet masters, be patient. For your father's remembrance be at accord.
Let me go, I say.
Oh, not till I please. You shall hear me. Allow me such exercises as may become a gentleman. Or give me the poor inheritance my father left me by testament. With that, I will go by my fortunes.
And what wilt thou do, beg? When that is spent? Well, sir, get you in. I will not long be troubled with you. Get you with him, you old dog.
He's an old dog, my reward. Oh, most true, I have lost my teeth in your service. God be with my old master. He would not have spoken such a word.
Is it even so? Begin you to grow upon me? I will physic your rankness, and yet give no paper coin neither. Holla, sergeant!
Call you captain?
Was not Charles, the colonel's wrestler, here to speak with me?
As pleases you, he is here at the door and importunes access to you.
Call him in.
Good morrow, Captain.
Good Sir Charles, what's the new news at the new house?
There is no new news at the old house, sir, but the old news, that is, the old Duke is banished by his younger brother, the new colonel, and 3 or 4 loving Yanks have put themselves into voluntary exile with him. Whose lands and revenues enrich the new colonel. He therefore gives them good leave to wander.
Where will the old Duke live?
They say he is already in the forest of Arden. And many a merry man with them. And there they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say many Lincolnites flock to him daily, and they fleet away the time carelessly, like they did in the Golden World.
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the new colonel?
Marry I do, sir. And I come to acquaint you with the matter. I am given, sir, secretly to understand that your younger brother, Orlando, hath a disposition to come in disguised against me to try a fall. I know your brother is but young and tender, and for your love, I would be loath to foil him. I come hither to acquaint you with all.
I'll tell thee, Charles, he is the stubbornest young fella of Kentucky, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good parts, a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Use thy discretion. I had us leave, thou didst break his neck as his finger. For I assure you, and even with tears I speak, there is not one so young and so villainous this day living.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If he come tomorrow, I'll give him his reward. God keep you, sir.
Farewell, good Charles. I hope to see an end of him, for my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he.
Pray thee, Rosalind, sweet my coz, be merry.
Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of, and would you yet I were merrier? Unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me how to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
You know my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have. And truly, when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. For what he hath taken from thy father perforce, I will render thee again in affection. By mine honor, I will. Oh, here comes his aide de camp. Bonjour, Monsieur Lebeau. What's the news?
Fair mistress, you have lost much good sport.
Sport? Of what color?
Of good wrestling.
Shall we see this wrestling, cousin?
Oh, yonder, sure, they are coming. Let us now stay and see it.
Come on, since the youth will not be entreated, his own peril on his forwardness.
Is yonder the man?
Even he, mademoiselle.
How now, daughter and cousin, have you crept hither to see the wrestling?
I, my uncle, so please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. There is such odds in the man. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him, but he will not be entreated. Well, speak to him, ladies. See if you can move him.
Call him hither, good Monsieur Lebeau.
Sir, the challenger, the ladies call for you.
I attend them with all respect.
Young man, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
No, fair lady, for he is the general challenger. I come but in, as others do, to try him the strength of my youth.
Young gentleman, your spirits are too bold for your years. You have seen cruel proof of this man's strength. Pray you, for your own sake, embrace your own safety and give over this attempt.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, wherein if I confess me much guilty to deny so fair and excellent lady as anyone. But let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trials. Wherein if I be foiled, there's but one shamed that was never gracious. If killed, but one dead that was willing to be so.
The little strength that I have, I would it were with you.
Come, where is this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with his mother earth?
Ready, sir?
You shall try but one fall. How dost thou, Charles?
We cannot speak, sir.
Now bear him away. What is thy name, young man?
Orlando, sir. The youngest son of Lieutenant Colonel Roland Du Bois.
Oh, I would thou hast been son to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did find him still mine enemy. Thou shouldst have better pleased me with this deed, hadst thou descended from another name. Oh, I would thou hadst told me of another father.
I am more proud to be of Roland born, his youngest son, and would not change that calling to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loved your father as his soul. Gentlemen, wear this for me. One out of suits with fortune that could give more, but that her hand lacks means. Shall we go, cuz?
Ah, fare you well, fair gentlemen?
Can I not say I thank you? All my better parts are all thrown down, and that which here stands up is but a quintain, a mere lifeless block.
Oh, he calls us back! My pride fell with my fortunes. I'll ask him what he would. Did you call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Not with you.
Fare you well.
These weights upon my tongue. I cannot speak to her. Yet she urged conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown.
My cousin. Why, Rosalind. Oh, Cupid, have mercy. Not a word.
Not one to throw at a dog.
Oh, come. Wrestle with thy affections.
Oh, they take the part of a better wrestler than myself.
Is it possible on such a sudden you should fall into so strong a liking with Roland's youngest son?
The old Duke, my father, loved his father dearly. Let me love him for that. And you love him because I do. Oh, look, here comes the Colonel.
With his eyes full of anger.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our house.
Me, Uncle?
You, cousin, within these 10 days, if that thou beest found so near a public land as 20 miles, thou diest for it.
I do beseech you, sir, let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. Did I offend you,
Well,
Colonel?
thus do all traitors. Thou art thy father's daughter, there's enough.
So was I when your battery took this house. So was I when your army banished him. Treason is not inherited, good sir. Dear Papa, hear me speak.
Aye, Celia. We stayed her for your sake, else had she with her father ranged along.
I did not then entreat you to have her stay. It was your pleasure and your own remorse.
Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous. When she is gone, she is banished.
Pronounce that sentence on me, then, Papa. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool. You, niece, provide yourself. If you outstay the time, upon mine honor and in the greatness of my word, die.
Oh, my poor Rosalind. Whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? Oh, I will give thee mine. I charge thee, be not thou more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
Thou hast not. Knowest thou not the colonel hath banished me, his daughter?
That he hath not.
No, hath not. Rosalind lacks then the love that teacheth thee that thou and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No. Let my father seek another heir. Therefore, devise with me how we may fly, whither to go, and what to bear with us.
Alas, why whither shall we go?
To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden.
Alas, what danger will it be to us maids as we are to travel forth so far? Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold.
Put myself in poor and mean attire, the like to you, so we shall pass along and never stir a silence.
Were it not better that I did suit me all points like a man?
What shall I call thee when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse a name than Jove's own page, and therefore, look, you call me Ganymede. But what will you be called?
Oh, something with reference to my state. No longer Celia, but Aliena.
But, cousin, what if we essayed to steal good touchstone fool out of your father's service? Would he not be a comfort to our travel?
He'll go along o'er the wide world with me. Leave me alone to woo him. Let's away. Now we go in content to liberty and not to banishment.
Now, my co-mates and brothers in arms, hath not old custom made this life more sweet? Or I would not change it.
Happy is the old Duke that can translate the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet and so sweet a style.
Come, shall we go kill venison? And yet it irks me, the poor dapple fools being native burghers of this here desert city should in their own confines with forked heads have their round haunches gored.
Indeed, good sir, the melancholy Jack grieves at that, and in that kind swears that you do more usurp than doth your brother that hath ousted you.
And did you leave him in this contemplation?
I did, my lord.
Well, show me the place. I love to cope him in these stolen fits, for then he's full of matter.
I'll bring you to him straight.
Can it be possible that no man saw them? It cannot be! Some villains of my house are of consent and sufferance in this.
I cannot hear of any that did see her. The ladies, the attendants of her chamber, saw her abed, and in the morning early they found the bed untreasured of their mistress.
My lord, that Rornish fool at whom so oft your man was wont to laugh is also missing.
The lady's maid confesses she did secretly overhear your daughter and her cousin commend the parts and graces of the wrestler that did but lately foil the sinewy Charles. And she believes wherever they're gone, the youth is surely in their company.
Send to his brother. Fetch that gallant. Here. If he be absent, send his brother to me. I'll make him find him.
Well, my young master, your praise has come too swiftly home before you.
Why? What's the matter?
Oh, unhappy youth, come not within these doors. Your plotting brother hath heard your praises, and this night he means to burn the lodging where you used to lie. This house is no place. This house is but a butchery. Abhor it, fear it. Do not enter it.
Why whither, Adam? Wouldst thou have me go?
No matter whither, so you come not here.
What? Wouldst thou have me go and beg for my food, or enforce a thievish living on the common road?
But do not so. I have 500 coin and thrifty hire I saved under your father. All this I give you. Let me be your servant. Though I look old, my age is as a lusty winter, frosty but timely. Let me go with you. I'll do the service of a younger man in all your business and necessity.
Oh, good old man, how well in thee appears. The constant service of the antique world, when service what for duty, not for me. But come thy ways, we'll go along together.
You go on, master. I'll follow thee to the last gasp in truth and in loyalty.
Oh, Jupiter, how weary are my spirits.
I care not for my spirits if my legs were not weary.
I pray you bear with me. I cannot go no further.
For my part, I had rather bear with you than bear you.
Well, this is the forest of Arden.
Now we are on. But more fool I. When I was home, I was in a better place. But travelers must be content.
That is the way to make her scorn you still.
Corin, that thou knewest how I do love her.
Oh, I partly guess, for I have loved her now.
No, Corin, being old, thou canst not guess. Though in thy youth thou wast as true a lover as ever sighed upon a midnight pillow. How many actions most ridiculous hast thou been drawn to by thy fantasy?
Into 1,000 that I have forgotten.
Oh, thou didst never love so heartily. If thou rememberest not even the slightest folly that ever love did make thee run into, thou hast not loved. Or if thou hast not broke from company abruptly, as my passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe.
Poor shepherd. Certain of that wound I have by hard adventure found mine own.
Oh, and I mine. I remember when I was in love. I broke my sword against a stone and bid him take that for coming tonight to Jane's Smile. And I remembered the wooing of a peace card instead of her, from whom I took 2 cards and giving her them again, said with weeping tears, "Wear these for my sake." Oh, we that are true lovers run into strange capers, but as all is mortal in nature, so is all nature in love, mortal in folly.
Thou speakest wiser than thou art ware of.
Nay, I shall ne'er beware mine own wit, till I break my shins against it.
I pray you, one of you question yon man, whether for gold he will give us any food? I faint, almost dead.
Holla, you clown!
Peace, fool. He's not thy kinsman.
Who calls?
Your betters, sir.
Else are they very wretched.
Peace, I say. Good even to you, friend.
And to you, gentle sir, and to you all.
A pretty shepherd, if that love or coin can in this desert place buy entertainment, bring us where we may rest ourselves and feed. Here is a young maid with travel much oppressed, and faints for succor.
The fair sir, I pity her, and wish more for her sake than mine own. My fortunes were better able to relieve her. But I am shepherd to another man, and do not shear the fleeces that I graze. Besides, his flocks, his coats, and bounds of feed are out on sale, and that our sheepcoats now. By reason of his absence, there is nothing you will feed on. But what is, come see, and in my voice most welcome shall you be.
I pray thee, if it stand with honesty, buy thou the cottage, pasture, and the flock, and thou shalt have to pay for it a bus.
And we will bend thy wages. I like this place, and willingly could waste my time in it.
Assuredly, the thing is to be sold. I will your very faithful feeder be, and buy it with your coin, right suddenly.
Captain Jack.
I thank it. More, I prithee, more. I can suck melancholy out of a song as a weasel sucks eggs. More, I prithee, more.
Well, my voice is ragged. I know I cannot please you.
I do not desire you to please me. I do desire you to sing.
Well, I'll finish the song. The Duke is coming to drink under this tree. He hath been all this day to look you.
And I have been all this day to avoid him. Come, warble, come.
Drove she ducklings to the water every morning just at 9. Hit her foot against a splinter, fell into the foamy brine. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine. But alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine.
Ah, alas, I'll go sleep if I can. If I cannot, I'll rail against all the firstborn of Egypt.
I'll go find the Duke. His banquet is prepared.
Dear master, I can go no further. Oh, I die for food. Here lie down and measure out my grave. Farewell.
Why? How now, Adam? No greater heart in thee? I will bear thee to some shelter. And thou shalt not die for lack of a dinner. If there live anything in this forest.
I think he be transformed into a beast, for I can nowhere find him like a man.
Good sir, he has but even now gone hence. Here he was merry, hearing of a song.
Go find him. Tell him I would speak with him.
He saves me my labor by his own approach.
Why, how now, Captain? What a life is this that your poor friends must woo your company? What? You look merrily.
A fool! A fool! I met a fool in the forest. As I do live by food, I met a fool.
What fool is this?
Oh, worthy fool, one that hath been in high society. Oh, that I were a fool. Give me leave to speak my mind, and I will through and through cleanse the foul body of the infected world, if they will patiently receive my medicine. But who comes here?
Forbear! Then eat no more!
Why, I have eaten none yet.
Nor shall not, till necessity be served.
Of what kind should this cock come of?
Art thou thus boldened by thy distress, man? What would you have? Your gentleness shall force more than your force move us to gentleness.
I almost died for food, and let me have it!
Well, sit down and feed, and welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently? Pardon me, I pray, or I thought that all things had been savage here.
True is it that we have seen better days, therefore sit you down in gentleness, and take upon command what help we have, that to your wanting may be ministered.
Then but forbear your food a little while. There's an old poor man who after me hath many a weary step, limped in pure love. Till he be first sufficed, I will not touch a bit.
Go find him out, and we will nothing waste till you return.
I thank ye, and be blessed for your good comfort.
Thou seest, we are not all alone unhappy. This wide and universal theater presents more woeful pageants than the scene wherein we play in.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school, and then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pod, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly, with good capon line, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again toward childish treble. pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange, eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Welcome. Set down your venerable burden and let him feed.
I thank you most for him.
Oh, welcome. Fall to. I will not question you as yet to your fortunes. Give us some music and good cause to sing.
How I missed her, how I missed her, how I missed my Clementine. So I kissed her little sister and forgot my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You are gonna stay
Not see him since, sir. Sir, that cannot be. Find out thy brother, wheresoe'er he is. Seek him with candle, bring him dead or living within this 12 month, or turn thou no more to seek a living in old Kentucky.
Oh, that you, sir, knew my heart in this. I never did love my brother in my life.
Oh, villain thou! Well, push him out of doors, and let my officers of the battery make an extent upon his house and lands. Do this expediently, and turn him going.
Hang there my verse, in witness to my love. Oh, Rosalind, these trees shall be my verse, and in their barks my thoughts all character, that every eye which in this forest looks shall see thy virtue, witness everywhere. Run, run, Orlando, carve on every tree, the fair, the chaste, unexpressive she.
And how like you this shepherd's life, Mr. Touchstone?
Truly, shepherd, in respect of itself, it is a good life, but respect that it is a shepherd's life, it is not. Now, in respect that it is solitary, I like it very well, but respect that it is private, it is a very vile life. Now, in respect that it is in the fields, it pleaseth me well, but in respect that it is not in society, it is tedious. Hast any philosophy in thee, shepherd?
Well, no more, but I know that the more one sickens, the less at ease he is. That he that is without money, means, and content is without 3 good friends. That the property of rain is to wet, and fire to burn. That good pasture makes fat sheep, and that a main cause of the night is lack of the sun. And that he that hath learned no wit by nature nor art may complain of good breeding or comes of a very dull kindred.
Such a one is a natural philosopher. Was never in society, shepherd.
No, truly.
No, then thou art damned.
Nay, I hope.
Truly thou art damned like an ill-baked egg, all on one side.
For not being in society. Your reason.
Why, if thou never wast in society, then thou never sawest good manners. If thou never sawest good manners, then thy manners are wicked. And wickedness is sin, and sin is damnation. Thou art in a parlous state, shepherd.
Not a whit, Touchstone. Those that are good manners in society are as ridiculous in the country as the behavior of the country would be most mockable in society. You say you salute not in society, but you kiss your hand. Such courtesy would be uncleanly if gentry were shepherds.
Oh, instance, briefly, come, instance.
Well, we are still handling our ewes, and their fells, you know, are greasy.
Why, do not your gentry's hands sweat? And is not the grease of a mutton as wholesome as the sweat of a man? A sounder instance, I say, come.
Besides, our hands are hard.
Your lips will feel them the sooner. Shallow again, a sounder instance, I say, come.
And they are oft hard over with the surgery of our sheep. And would you have us kiss tar? The gentry's hands are perfumed with civet.
Most shallow man, learn of the wise and perpend. Civet is of a baser birth than tar, the most uncleanly flux of a cat. Mend the instant, shepherd.
Sir, you have too weighty a wit for me. I'll rest. Ah, here comes young Private Ganymede, my new mistress' brother.
From the east to western end, no jewel is like Rosalind. Her worth being mounted on the wind, through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined are but black to lined. Let no fair be kept in mind but the fair of Rosalind.
I shall rhyme you so 8 years together. For a taste. If a hart do lack a hind, let him seek out Rosalind. If the cat will after kind, so be sure will Rosalind. Sweetest nut hath sourest rind, such a nut is Rosalind. He that sweetest rose will find love's prick
And Rosaline!
This is a very false gallop of verses. Why do you infect yourself with them?
Peace, you dull fool. I found them on a tree.
Truly, the tree yields bad fruit.
Peace, I say. Here comes my sister.
Come, shepherd, let us make an honorable retreat. Yet not with bag and baggage, yet with scrip and scrippage.
Didst thou hear these verses?
Oh, I heard them all, and more too, for some of them had in them more feet than the verses would bear.
But didst thou hear how thy mate should be hanged and carved upon these trees? Trow you who hath done this?
Is it a man?
And a chain that you once wore about your neck. Change you color.
I prithee who?
It is young Orlando that tripped up the wrestler's heels and your heart both in an instant.
Orlando?
Orlando.
Oh, now alas the day! What shall I do with my trousers and vest? What did he when thou sawest him? What said he? How looked he? Wherein went he? Did he ask for me? Where remains he? When shalt thou see him again? Please answer me in one word!
You must borrow me Gargantua's mouth first.
But doth he know I'm in the forest and in soldier's apparel?
It is as easy to count atoms as to resolve the propositions of a lover. But take a taste of my finding him and relish it with good observance. I found him under a tree, like a dropped acorn.
It may well be called Job's tree when it drops forth such fruit.
Give me audience, good madam.
Proceed.
There lay he, stretched along like a wounded hero.
Though it be pity to see a sight, It well becomes the ground.
I would sing my song without a burden. Thou bringest me out of tune.
Oh, do you not know I am a woman? When I think, I must speak. Sweet say on.
Oh, you bring me out. Oh, soft, comes he not here?
Oh, I will speak to him like a saucy lackey, and under that habit play the knave with him. Do you hear, Captain?
Very well. What would you?
I pray you, what is it, o'clock?
You should ask what time of day it is. There's no clock in the forest.
Then there is no true lover in the forest, else sighing every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as a clock.
Where dwell you, young soldier?
With this shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest, like fringe upon a petticoat.
Are you native of this place? Your accent is something finer than you could purchase, and so removed a dwelling.
I have been told so of many, but indeed an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, who was in his youth an inland man, one who knew courtship too well, for there he fell in love. I have heard him read many lectures against it, and I thank God I am not a woman to be touched with so many giddy offenses. Know you, there is a man haunts the forest that abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind on their barks. If I could meet that fancy monger, I would give him some good counsel, for he seems to have the quantity of love upon him.
I am that he that is so love-shaped. I pray you, tell me your remedy.
There is none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me to know a man in love, in which cage of rushes I am sure you are not prisoner.
I swear to thee, youth, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am that he, that unfortunate he.
But are you so much in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much. Did you ever cure any so?
Yes. One. And in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and I set him every day to woo me, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing and proud, fantastical and constant, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything, would now like him, now loathe him. And thus I cured him. I would cure you if you would call me Rosalind and come to my coat every day and woo me.
Now, by the faith of my love, I will. Tell me where it is.
Well, go with me to it and I'll show it you. And by the way, you shall tell me where in the forest you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind. Will you go?
As the blackbird in the spring 'neath the willow tree sat and piped, I heard it sing, singing Audrey Lee. Audrey Lee, Audrey Lee, girl with brownish hair. Sunshine came along with thee and swallows in the air. When the mistletoe was green 'neath the winter snows, sunshine in thy face was seen, kissing lips of rose. Audrey Lee, Audrey Lee, take back golden ring. Sunshine came along with thee and swallows in the spring.
But why did he swear he would come this morning and comes not?
Nay, certainly, there is no truth in him.
Not true in love?
Yes, when he is in, but I think he is not in.
You have heard him swear downright he was.
Was is not is. Oh, that's a brave man. He writes brave verses, speaks brave words, swears brave oaths, and breaks them bravely. Oh, comes here.
Mistress and private, You have oft inquired after the young shepherd that complained of love.
Well, and what of him?
If you would see a pageant truly played between the pure white of pure true love and the red glow of scorn and proud disdain, go hence a little and I shall conduct you, if you will mark it.
Oh, come, let us remove. The sight of lovers feedeth those in love.
Sweet baby, do not scorn me. Oh, do not, Phoebe. Say that you love me not, but say not so in bitterness, common executioner.
Thou tellest me there is murder in mine eyes? Oh, 'tis pretty sure and very probable that eyes, which are the frailest and softest things, should be called tyrants, butchers, murderers. Now, I do frown on thee with all my heart, and if mine eyes can wound, now let them kill thee. Scratch thee but with a pin, and there remains some scar of it, but now mine eyes, which I have darted at thee, hurt thee not. Nor I am sure there is no force in eyes that can do harm.
Dear Phoebe, then shall you know the wounds invisible that love's keen arrows make.
But till that time, come thou not near me!
And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? What though you have no beauty, must you be therefore proud and pitiless? Why, what means this? Why do you look on me? Odds my little life, I think she means to tangle my eyes too. No faith, proud mistress, hope not after it. 'Tis not your inky brow, your black silk hair, your bugle eyeball, nor your cheek of cream that can attain my spirits to your worship. You foolish shepherd, wherefore do you follow her? You are 1,000 times a properer man than she a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that makes this world full of ill-favored children. 'Tis not her glance, but you that flatters her, and out of you she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But, mistress, know yourself down on your knees and thank heaven, fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you friendly in your ear, sell when you can. You are not for all markets. So take her to thee, shepherd. Fare you well.
Oh, sweet youth, I pray you, chide a year together. I had rather hear you chide than this man woo.
He's fallen in love with your foulness. She'll fall in love with my anger. Why do you look on me?
For no ill will I bear you.
I pray you do not fall in love with me, for I am falser than vows made in wine. Besides, I like you not. Will you go, sister? Shepherd, ply her hard.
Dear shepherd, now I find thy saw of might. Whoever did love, they loved not at first sight. Phoebe, pity me. Silvius, the time was that I hated thee, and yet it is not that I bear thee love. But since that thou canst talk of love so well, thy company, which erst was irksome to me, I will endure. And I'll employ thee too. Oh, but do not look for further recompense than thine own gladness that thou art employed.
So holy and so perfect is my love that a scattered smile I'll live upon.
Knowest thou the youth that spoke to me erewhile?
Not very well, but I have met him oft.
Think not I love him, though I ask for him. 'Tis but a peevish boy. Yet he talks well. But sure he's proud. And yet his pride becomes him. He'll make a proper man. The best thing in him is his complexion. And faster than his eye did make his fence, his eye did heal it up. There be some women, Silvius, had they marked him in parcels as I had, would have gone so far as to fall in love with him. But as for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not. And yet I had more cause to hate him than to love him. For what had he to chide at me? He said mine eyes were black and my hair black, and now I remembered, scorned at me. I marvel why I answered not again. But that's all one. Omittance is no acquittance. I'll write to him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it. Wilt thou, Silvius?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
I'll write it to him straight. The matter's in my head and in my heart. I will be bitter with him in passing short. Go with me, Silvius.
Affairs of love, and may be said of him that Cupid hath clapped of the shoulder, but I'll warrant him heart whole.
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy, come no more in my sight. I have to leave the wound of a snail.
Of a snail?
I of a snail. He brings his destiny with him.
What's that?
Why, horns, which such as you are fain to be beholden to your wives for.
Virtue is no horn maker. My Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind.
Oh, it pleases him to call you so, but he hath a Rosalind of a better Leah than you.
Come, woo me. Woo me, for now I am in a holiday humor and like enough to consent. Bring on disposition and ask me what you will. I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Yes, faith will I, Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
I and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Well, then can one desire too much of a good thing? Oh, come, sister, you will be the priest and marry us.
Pray thee, marry us.
Cannot say the words.
You must begin, will you, Orlando?
Go to. Will you, Orlando, have to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
I but when?
Why now, as fast as she can marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I might ask you for your commission, but I do take thee, Orlando, for my husband. Now tell me how long you would have her after you have possessed her.
Forever and a day.
I'll say a day without the ever. No, no, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. I will weep for nothing like Diana in the fountain, and I will do that when thou art disposed to be married. I will laugh like a hyena, and that when thou art inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, she is wise.
Else she would not have the wit to do this.
For these 2 hours, Rosalind, I will leave thee.
Alas, dear love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I must attend the old Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
Go your ways, I knew what you would prove. 2 o'clock is your hour.
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
By my troth and in good earnest, and so God mend me, and by all pretty oaths that are not dangerous, if you break one jot of your promise or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise and the most hollow lover and the most unworthy of her that you call Rosalind that may be chosen out of the gross band of the unfaithful. So therefore beware my censure and keep your promise.
No less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So do.
You have simply misused our sex in your love parade. We must have your trousers and vest plucked over your head and show the world what the bird hath done to her own nest.
Oh, cuss, my pretty little cuss, that thou didst know how many fathom deep I am in love. I'll tell the alien I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. I'll find a shadow inside till he comes.
And I'll sleep. Oh, who comes here?
My errand is to you, fair youth. My gentle Phoebe bid me give you this. I know not the contents, pardon me, I am but as a guiltless messenger.
Bear this, bear all, why writes she so to me? She says I am not fair, that I lack manners. She calls me proud, and that she could not love me. Shepherd, this is a letter of your own device.
No? I know not the contents, Phoebe did write it.
Oh, come, you are a fool. She Phoebes me. Mark how the tyrant writes. Art thou God to shepherd turned, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Can a woman rail thus?
Call you this railing?
If the scorn of your bright eyne have power to raise such love in mine, alack in me, what strange effect would they work in mild aspect? you ever hear such chiding?
Call you this chiding?
Alas, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? Wilt thou love such a woman? Well, go your way to her, for I see love hath made thee a tame snake. And say this to her, that if she love me, I charge her to love thee. And if she will not, I will never have her unless thou entreat for her.
Good morrow, fair ones. Pray you, if you know, where in the purlieus of this forest stands a sheepcote fenced about with olive trees?
West of this place, down in the neighbor bottom. But at this hour the house doth keep itself. There's none within.
If that an eye may profit by a tongue, then should I know you by description. Are not you the owners of the house I did inquire for?
It is no boast, being asked to say we are.
Orlando doth command him to you both, and to that youth he calls his Rosalind. He sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, if you will know of me, what man I am, and how, and why, and where this handkerchief was stained.
Pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left the promise to return again within an hour. When pacing through the forest, lo, what befell! He threw his eye aside, and mark what object did present itself. A wretched, ragged man, with his haversack, lay sleeping on his back, under a bush's shade. A cougar, with udders all drawn dry, lay crouching, head on ground, with cat-like watch, when that the sleeping man should stir. This scene, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his elder brother.
Oh, I have heard him speak of that same brother, and he did render him the most unnatural that lived amongst man.
And well he might so do, for well I know he was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there, food to the sucked and hungry catamount?
Twice did he turn his back and purpose so. But kindness, nobler ever than revenge, made him give battle to the cougar, who quickly fell before him, in which hurtling from miserable slumber, I awaked.
Are you his brother?
Wast you he rescued?
Was you who did so oft contrive to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes, being the thing I am.
But for the bloody napkin!
By and by. In brief, he led me to the good old Duke, committing me unto my brother's love, who instantly led me unto his cave. There stripped himself, and here, upon his arm, the cougar had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled. And now he fainted, and cried in fainting upon Rosalind. Brief, I recovered him, bound up his wound, and after some small space, being strong at heart, he sent me hither, a stranger as I am, to tell this story, that you might excuse his broken promise, and to give this napkin, dyed in his blood, unto the shepherd youth that he in sport doth call his Rosalind.
Oh.
Why, how Ganymede, oh, sweet Ganymede.
Many will soon when they do look on blood.
There's more in it. Ganymede,
Look, here he covers.
I pray you, will you take him by the arm?
Be of good cheer, youth. You a man, you lack a man's heart.
I do so, I confess it. Soldier, a body would think this was well counterfeited. I pray you commend my counterfeiting to your brother. Hi-ho.
This is not counterfeit. There is too great a testimony in your complexion that it was a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
Come, you look paler and paler. Draw homewards. Good sir, will you go with us?
That will I. For I must bear answer back how you excuse my brother, Rosalind.
I shall devise something, but in the meantime, I pray you commend my counterfeiting. Will you go?
Is it possible that on so little acquaintance you should like her? That but seeing you should love her?
I love Aliena. Say with her that she loved me. Consent with both, that we may enjoy each other. It shall be to your good, for my father's house, and all the revenues that was old Roland's, will I estate upon you. And here live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. Let your wedding be tomorrow. Thither will I invite the old Duke and all his contented followers. Go you and prepare Aliena, for look you, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, young private, my eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
It is my arm.
I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a cat.
Wounded it has, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how well I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your napkin?
Aye, and greater wonders than that.
Oh, I know where you are, for your brother and my sister no sooner met but they looked, no sooner looked but they loved, no sooner loved but they sighed, no sooner sighed but they asked one another the reason, no sooner knew the reason but they sought the remedy, and in these degrees have they made a pair of stairs to marriage.
They shall be married tomorrow, and I will bid the old Duke to the nuptial. But oh, how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes.
Why then tomorrow I cannot serve your turn for Rosalind?
I can no longer live by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. Believe then, if you please, that I can do strange things. If you do love Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries it out, tomorrow when your brother marries Aliena, shall you marry her?
Speakest thou in sober meanings?
By my life I do. Oh look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
You have done me much ungentleness to show the letter that I writ to you.
I care not if I have. It is my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You are there followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him. Love him. He worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
'Tis to be all made of sighs and tears.
And so am I for Phoebe.
And I, for Ganymede.
And I, for Rosalind.
And I, for no woman.
'Tis to be all made of faith and service. So am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
'Tis to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, and all made of wishes, all adoration, duty, and obedience. All humbleness, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all observance. And so am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
So am I for Rosalind.
So am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Who do you speak to? Why blame you me to love you?
To her that is not here, or doth not hear.
Oh, I pray you no more of this. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. I will marry you, if ever I marry a woman, and I'll be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you, if ever I satisfy a man, and you will be married tomorrow. I will content you, if what pleases you contents you, and you will be married tomorrow. As you love Phoebe, meet. As you love Rosalind, meet. And as I love no woman, I'll meet. So fare you well, I have left you commands.
I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
Your pace, good Audrey. When a man's verses cannot be understood, nor a man's good wit forwarded with the second child understanding it, it strikes a man more dead than a great reckoning in a little room. Oh, truly, would the gods had made you poetical.
I do not know what poetical is. Is it honest in deed and word? Is it a true thing?
No, truly, for the truest poetry is the most feigning, and lovers are given to poetry, and what they swear in poetry may be said as lovers, they do feign.
Do you wish that God had made me poetical?
Oh, I do, truly, for thou swearest to me that thou art honest. Now, if thou wert a poet, I might have some hope thou didst feign, huh?
Would you not have me honest?
No, truly, for honesty, coupled to beauty, is to have honey, a sauce to sugar.
A material fool.
Well, I'm not fair, so thank God I am honest.
Truly, and to cast away honesty upon a foul wench, once put good meat into an unclean dish.
I am not a witch, though I thank God I am foul.
Well, praise be the gods for thy foulness. But, be it as it may be, I will marry thee. And to that end, I have been with Vicar Martext, the vicar of the next town, who have promised to meet us in this place in the forest, and to couple us.
I would fain see this meeting.
Gods give us joy!
Amen. Oh, here comes the vicar now. Vicar Martext, you are well met. Will you dispatch us here, under this tree?
Now, is there none here to give this woman?
I will not take her as gift of any man.
Truly, she must be given, or the marriage is not lawful.
Proceed, I'll give her. Will you be married, fool? And will you, being a man of your breed, and be married here, under a bush, like a beggar? And go thou with me and let me counsel thee.
Come, sweet Audrey, we must be married, or we must live in Baudry. Oh.
Dost thou believe, Orlando, the boy can do all this that he hath promised?
I sometimes do believe and sometimes do not. It's those that fear they hope and know they fear.
I do remember in this shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favorite.
There is sure another flood toward, and these couples are coming to the ark.
Salutations and greetings to y'all.
Oh, my lord, bid him welcome. This is the fool I have so often met in the forest. He hath been in high society, he swears.
Oh, if any man doubt that, let him put me to my purgation. I have trod a measure. I have flattered a lady. I have been politic with my friend, smooth with my enemy. I have undone 3 tailors. I have been in 4 quarrels and like to have fought 1.
And how was that taken up?
Well, faith, we met and found that the quarrel was upon the 7th cause.
How 7th cause? Good my lord, like this fella.
I like him very well.
But for the 7th cause, how did you find the quarrel on the 7th cause?
Upon a lie 7 times removed, I... bear your body more seemly, Audrey. As thus, I did dislike the cut of a certain officer's beard. He sent me word if I thought it was not cut well, he was of the mind that it was. This is called the retort courteous. If again I sent word it was not cut well, he would send word he cut it to please himself. This is called the quip modest. If again it was not well cut, he disabled my judgment. This is called the reply churlish. If again it was not well cut, he would answer, I spake not true. This is called the reproof valiant. If again it was not well cut, he would say I lied. This is called the countercheck quarrelsome. And so to the lie circumstantial and the lie direct.
And how oft did you say his beard was not well cut?
I durst go no further than the lie circumstantial, and he durst go no further than the lie direct. So we measure our swords and parted.
Can you nominate in order now the degrees of the lie?
Ah, indeed. The first, the retort courteous. The second, the quip modest. The third, the reply churlish. The fourth, the reproof valiant. The fifth, the countercheck quarrelsome. The sixth, the lie with circumstance. And the seventh, the lie direct. All of these you may avoid, except the lie direct.
Is not this a rare fellow, my lord? He's as good at anything, and yet a fool.
When is there mirth in heaven, when earthly things made even atone together? Good sir, receive thy daughter, that thou might join her hand with his, whose heart within his bosom is.
To you I give myself, for I am yours. To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
If there be truth in sight, you are my Rust.
If sight and shape be true, why then my love adieu. I shall not eat my word, now thou art mine. My fancy to thee doth confine.
I'll have no father if you be not he. I'll have no husband if you be not he. Nor ne'er wed woman if you be not she.
Of these most strange events, here are 8 that must take hands to join in wedlock's bands, if truth holds, true contents.
As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old
No
way,
cross shall part.
shall wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way.
You and you are heart in heart.
Let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters,
His
let's
love
go
must accord
down
us,
to the
have a
river.
woman to your lord.
As I went down to the river to
You
pray,
and you are sure together as the winter to foul weather. As wedlock hymn we sing, feed yourselves with questioning. What reason wonder may diminish, and thus we mesh, and these things finish.
Colonel Frederick, hearing how every day men of great worth resorted to this forest, addressed his battery here, which were on foot, in his own conduct, purposely to take his brother here and put him to the sword. To the skirts of this wild wood he came, where, meeting with an old religious man, after some question with him, was converted.
And who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way.
Both from his enterprise and from the world, his goods bequeathing to his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them again that were with him exiled. This to be true, I do engage my life.
Welcome, young man. Play music, and you brides and bridegrooms all with measure heaped in joy to the measure's fall.
Sir, by your patience, if I heard you rightly, the colonel hath put on a religious life and thrown into neglect the succession.
You have?
To him will I. Out of these convertites there is much matter to be heard and learned. You, to your former honor I bequeath, your patience and your virtue well deserves. You to a love that your true faith doth merit. You to your land and love and great ally. You to a long and well-deserved bed. And you to wrangling. So to your pleasures, I am for other than for dancing measures.
Proceed, proceed. We will begin these rites as we do trust they'll end in true delights.
Yes, we'll rally round the flag, boys, we'll rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom. We will rally from the hillside, we'll gather from the plains, shouting the battle cry of freedom. The Union forever, hurrah, boys, hurrah, down with the traitor, up with the star. As we rally round the flag, boys, we'll rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom, shouting the battle cry of freedom. If pleasures and all is low, we may roam, be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. A charm from the sky seems to hallow us there, which seek through the world is never met with elsewhere. Home, home, sweet, sweet home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
It is not the fashion to see the lady the epilogue, but it is no more handsome than to see the lord the prologue. If it be true that good wine needs no bush, 'tis true that a good play needs no epilogue. But to good wine they do use good bushes, and good plays prove the better by the help of good epilogues. What a case am I in then that am neither a good epilogue nor cannot insinuate with you on behalf of a good play? I am not furnished like a beggar, and therefore to beg will not become me. My way is to conjure you, and I'll begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love you bear to men, to lack as much of this play as please you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women, as I perceive by your simpering, and none of you hates them, that between you and the women the play may please. If I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that lacked me, complexions that pleased me, and breasts that I defied not. And I'm sure, as many as have good faces, or good beards, or sweet breaths will, for my kind offer, when I make curtsy, bid me farewell.
coming tonight. Rosalind may not be furnished like a beggar, but Sylvius is. Tell them what we want.
Money.
Well, this is our last show, and any donations that you could make, that you could give, would help make shows like this possible for Theater Company of Lafayette and Longmont Theater Company, and we really appreciate y'all coming out here tonight. So thank you.
Thank you.
Woo!